What's up? What's up, y'all? Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content and all of my videos. I got some breaking news, and if you haven't heard it by now, then I'll go ahead and I'll fill you in. Okay. Now, there's a couple of teams that have made trades so far on this trade deadline. You're going to see lots more. So let's start with the first, okay? The Raptors and Spurs are going to swap Thaddeus Young to Toronto in exchange for Gordon Dragic. Now, the big thing with that is that, and this is according to Sham Arena of the Athletic. Um, the big thing with that is Gordon Dragic's contract. Okay, um, according to Arena, also big man Drew Eubanks and the Pistons 22 round pick are also headed to Toronto with the Raptors sending San Antonio their first 22 round pick, and also that pick would be protected. The top 13 will be protected in 2023 if it doesn't change hands this season. Uh, Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of what people probably already know. Now, the Kings. Look, I know people are like, man, what the hell the Kings doing? Da 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 da, all this other stuff. Look, the Kings are really trying to make some moves right now because they're trying to win and they're trying to get some motherfuckers around De'Aaron Fox. Listen, uh, Marvin Bagley, the third, my personal favorite, straight out of Duke, former former number two pick. He going to the Pistons, y'all. This is according to Sham Sharina and Adrian Wojnarowski. Uh, Listen, this move will be part of a four-team trade that will send the Bucks wingman Dante DaVincio to Sacramento. He's going to Sacktown. And the other team that's involved is the Clippers, okay, according to Sharina. And that big man, Serge Ibaka, of course, y'all know who Serge is. He's going to be headed to Milwaukee. Los Angeles is acquiring Rodney Hood and Simon Odrigi. I can't pronounce his name. Now, Sacramento is receiving Piston forward Josh Jackson, who I like too, straight out of Kansas, and Trey Lyles, along with DaVincio. And this is according to Sham Arena and Adrian Wojnarowski. So again, the Kings, they acquired DaVincio, Jackson, and Lyles. Pistons acquire Bagley. Clippers acquire Hood and O'Gilly. And the Bucks um, are getting Ibaka, two second round picks, and some money, baby. You know, listen, y'all can say what you want. In my opinion, it was a combination of several teams that won. But more importantly, we already know that the Bucks are really they're trying to beef up. Particularly, they want to. I feel like they want to beef up their front line. Serge Ibaka still has a lot left in the tank. Still can be very productive. Marvin Bagley the third. Okay, look, Cade Cunningham is the future of that motherfucking squad. Okay, and people got to realize that shit. They're trying to build around Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham is the future. They're trying to put some pieces around Cade Cunningham and make Detroit a real, true threat. Okay? Listen, I hate the fact that Marvin Bagley the third is moving to Sacramento. However, he started being disengaged, wasn't really wasn't really getting along with De'Aaron Fox and the other guys. So it was time for him to go. Now, Sacramento, everybody's talking about, well, what is Sacramento doing? Da 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 da. Look, I understand why Halliburton left, but Sacramento, it seems like they're trying to win now. Look, Halliburton, he no doubt is the future of the team. Matter of fact, I wanted him in Philly. I didn't want motherfucking James Harden, right? But we got to be honest with ourselves. Sacramento is trying to win now, and they're doing everything that they can to put those pieces around a guy like a De'Aaron Fox. You got Sabonis over there, you know. So they're trying to do everything that they can. Now, in terms of the Raptors are making their move too. Okay, you got to be pleased with what the Raptors are doing. Uh, they're making their moves. Now, the reason why I mentioned the Raptors was because uh, you know that is young. He's a good veteran locker room guy to the Spurs. I think he could mentor somebody like DeJounte Murray, who's young and up and coming. First All Star game, leading the league in steals. And then, of course, you got Gordon Dragic, right? Gordon Dragic. Um, you know, uh, I'm sorry about that. Gordon Dragic is going to be going to the Spurs. Sorry about that. Thaddeus Young is going to the Raptors. Sorry about that. He's going to be a good locker room guy for Gary Trent Jr. And of course Fred VanVleet and those guys there. And he can still play. Gordon Dragic, he's in San Antonio, European caliber type of player. What's up with the Jelly Bean? See you in the building. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the boy Jelly Bean. Gordon Dragic, a veteran presence, knows how to run the point. He's to me, in my opinion, one of those skilled European type of point guards. But to say that Gordon Dragic is still the same and everything, we can't say that. But he could give his knowledge to the game to DeJounte Murray and some of those young and up and coming guys. Now I know I teased Memphis earlier, and we were playing around with Memphis earlier about the Spurs. The Spurs are not to be slept on. I know it looks like right now you can't really see it. You can't really see the development and all that stuff when it comes to the Spurs, when it comes to OKC, when it comes to these other guys. But the thing about it is once it starts brewing, sort of like Cleveland, then guess what? Then you're like, oh, wait a minute. Hey, these guys are good now. And like I said, it's all about development. You see, the thing about it, man, is it takes a little bit of time. Like now, you can see, like a lot of people, they're like, oh yeah, well, we gotta trade for this guy, that guy, like the Lakers and all that silly shit. No, because y'all don't really have a good development anymore. Oh, we gotta trade for this guy. We gotta go for this. Nah, no. Listen, if you're trying to get to a championship, right away, and all this other stuff. You want to win now and all this other stuff. Okay, get you some talent, but you want to. Everybody's not gonna run it into guys that are right at the tip of their peak to carry them over. There's very few teams that can really do that, blockbustering, and then go ahead and then go, one and done. It don't happen like that all the time. Rarely. Boston, that's every now and again. And I think a lot of people think that, once they pull off something like that, they think that, oh, well, we automatically gonna get to the championship. We automatically gonna hoist that trophy. Nah, partner, it don't work like that. Because you gotta think about all these teams that have chemistry. Look at Memphis. They've been playing with each other for quite some time. They had a few pieces leave and all that stuff. But for the most part, These guys, they pretty much been together. You talk about Brooks, you talk about Jared Jackson Jr., John Moran, of course, and then you got the emergence of Bane. These guys are developing together. They coming up together. Now you got guys on the team that can be a veteran presence. Well, the Bulls, they were more focused on at one point. Bulls were one of the salute to you, Sean. The Bulls were actually one of the teams that were actually focused on Jeremy Grant. Now, don't rule the Bulls, rule the Bulls out. Like I said, there's more to come. To Sean. But do that much right. You don't need to do that much right now. You you have players there already that um, are pretty much your future. You understand what I'm saying? Now there was now the shot. You talking about the Bulls? Uh, they are a candidate to make a trade today. They want to upgrade their debt, and they might end up waiting until after the trade deadline in order to make an addition on the buyout market. Okay, uh, this is according to Steve Bullock of Heavy.com. It says this, okay? Deshaun says the Bulls are worried about the guys they have coming back from injuries, and I know they'd like something to get done. They just may not be willing to give up a young asset to make a deal before the trade deadline. See, that's that's what I was just saying to you. You see, why sit there and rush and hurry and panic when you got guys there that are already gelling together? You know, you don't need to do that much. Just a little bit of debt, that'll be fine. But don't do it too much. That's like when I was talking to Tiki one time. I think I was talking to Elder about the Lakers a lot. Shout out to both of them. Listen, when it comes to like after y'all win a championship or something like that, I said you don't want to just start breaking the shit up. You tweak it just a little bit. Keep all your pieces. Y'all gelling. Y'all got chemistry together. Well, that's what the Bulls and that's what these teams need to do. Hey, y'all might not make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but y'all got pretty far, right? Build on what you could the previous season. You understand? And the thing about it is everybody's in a rush and they hurry to panic and they make all these moves. And guess what? It doesn't work again. And people wonder why, you know, like this team with the Lakers, they're not very successful. It's because you got guys on there. I mean, they play. Some of them have played with each other. Some of them haven't. And you got guys on there on completely different wavelengths. You know what I'm saying? No. And I'm not just talking about the Lakers. Shoot, we could get into New York too. New York shouldn't rush and hurry to panic and all this other stuff. Look, I like Julius Randle a lot. If I'm Julius Randle right now, I'm doing everything that I can to weather the fucking storm and get through it. I don't want Julius Randle to leave. I don't want him to go, but they feel like it's probably time for him to go. And a lot of people want to build around RJ quickly and Toppin and guys like that. And from my understanding, I guess they never wanted Cam Reddish there, and Cam Reddish is up and coming. You just probably don't see it yet. You know. But like I was saying, everybody's in a rush and in a hurry to panic and trade all these guys and stuff like that. You don't want to do that when you gelling and brewing chemistry. Like look at us with Philly. I don't want them to do. The only thing that I really wanted them to do was to get this guy right here that's showing on the screen, Marvin Bagley the third. Yes, I said it. If you don't like that shit, I don't give a fuck. Marvin Bagley is still valuable in a lot of ways. Okay, you just wouldn't know it because the guy wasn't fucking happy, Or I would have wanted somebody like Halliburton, a guy that is supremely gifted at running the point, man, and running the two guard too. He could pretty much, combo guard. Could you imagine him? No disrespect to Seth Curry, but Halliburton, oh my God. Man, Halliburton is going to distribute. He's going to get that ball up the floor. Same speed as Maxey. That's what we were trying to do. We were trying to get supremely athletic. And there's no disrespect to Joel, but we're trying to run. Joel Embiid, everybody screaming out his MVP, MVP. He's this, he's that. What about towards the end of in the playoffs when it gets down to the real muscle? Then you gas. You're tired. You don't have no energy no more. You can't hit nothing down the stretch. You look at stuff like that. That's not an MVP in that guy's eyes. Making ill-advised decisions like you did with that play against Seth Curry, or when you get double teamed by Lamelo and them in Charlotte, costing us the games and stuff. That's not an MVP. You got to be able to capitalize in all situations. And that's why I don't, yeah, look, and people trip out. They ask me, do I have Joel Embiid up there as an MVP? I mean, he's up there, but he's not at the top of the list. Y'all are looking at it from the standpoint of points and all this other stuff. No, I don't look at it like that. I don't look at it like that. So, y'all let me know what you think. Leave your comments. Again, man, we're gonna stay watching, keeping a close eye on everything. We got a couple more hours until this thing is gonna come to an end. Uh, I will keep y'all posted because there is more to come. There's gonna be some last minute stuff, last minute shakeups going on probably. Okay, so Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment. I get at y'all later.